made $1,230 in less than 30 minutes, and I'm going to show you exactly how I did this on live. First things first, my friends, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like this video. I know you're going to have a good time. Help me get this video to 1,000 likes. This is Nvidia. We're going to talk about my levels here, all right? Because that's the first thing you should do on your chart on a daily basis is mark your critical levels, okay? I have on here, my dotted yellow line is pre-market high and pre-market low. All that's telling you is that this was the highest that price got to during pre-market, and this is the lowest that price got to during pre-market. Another set of levels that you need to have on your chart is going to be previous day highs and lows, okay? So what we do with the previous day high, you simply hover over and find the highest point that price got to, and you make your line there because you want to know of those levels when you're trading to the right, okay? Now, same thing with the low. What was the lowest point that price got to? Mark your low there. So once we have those levels, y'all, now we are looking at price action where we're actually, the market is open and we're looking for break and hold of these levels, all right? So I want you to see here, market opens at 9:30 and what? Boom. At 9:30, we get a nice break of that pre-market low, which is my dotted yellow line here. All right, not my entry, fine. But then I am able to see that price is making a flag here, okay? And what that flag is signifying is that we're having a pullback, right? Price is having a hard time at this particular level. No harm, no foul. It's just what price action does, okay? Now, with this flag forming, I am able to mark my stop, which is on the opposite side of the flag, which is coincides with pre-market low. And then my entry was at the bottom of this flag, all right? Now, once the flag has formed, my entry, which I took, was the break of that flag at that 9:38 candle. Once again, never get into a trade if you do not know not only your entry, but where your stop is. I have my stop, I have my entry, and I have my first profit target. Where is my target, y'all? Now, this is what I want y'all to see when it comes to levels and understanding what's going on here. Where should I take profit in case price has react? Previous day low, we're in a downtrend. I want to make sure that I'm able to continue in a downtrend, and I want to know where has price found support before? Where has it found a floor? Previous day low. Take profit here, took off 50% of my contracts here, y'all, and then just had the rest of my contracts run to the next profit target here, okay? As we're moving through here, we're in profit. Price is moving nicely to the downside here, and then price finally found its ultimate support level here. So we got to TP2 at this level here. We were still in only a little bit of contracts to down to this level here where price found its support and finally bounced up. But what I want y'all to see with this particular trade is just the simple fact that it happened really quickly, but what the beauty of it was that we didn't have to chase. A lot of folks might have seen this drop here like, oh my gosh, I just have to jump into it. But the thing is, my friends, you always have to have your entry and your exit, right? You actually always need to protect your downside, essentially, when it comes to being a trader. Obviously, we're in this to make money, but you also have to be mindful of your downside. So not only having your stop loss, but also having your profit targets as you go through the trade, all right? I want y'all to see on that same day that price made this beautiful push to the downside for all the tickers that we trade. As far as Qs and SPY made the same thing. Qs had a beautiful flag too, right under pre-market low, made a push to the downside, made a wonderful move to the downside here. Some of our friends were able to catch this on live over 100%, 200% on this particular trade here. It happened really early in the day, right? It really was a wonderful thing to see. But the beauty of it is, my friend, is when you have your defined entry, you have your defined stop loss, the stress level is lowered a bit because of you have your targets, right? You have your reason for getting into the trade, you have your reason to get out of the trade, all right? Now, once again, on that same day, look what SPY did. SPY had pre-market high, pre-market low, broke pre-market low, retested pre-market low, created a beautiful flag, made a nice push to the downside here. Now, we had some friends that entered later on in the day on this SPY, another beautiful flag here at this level, a nice little quick little scalp situation here right underneath ORB low, right below ORB low, made a beautiful flag, and we were able to take profit on this. Nothing crazy as far as the Nvidia move or the Qs from earlier or the SPY from earlier, but still a defined entry and a defined exit, all right? So one other thing I want y'all to make sure you have on your chart, I know you might be like, okay, Tanisha, it's wonderful that you you have these things on your chart and you know what to do, how do I make sure I have everything? So this is a little gem here. Make sure you're paying attention right now, all right? In order to get that pre-market levels, right? Pre-market high, pre-market low, you need to make sure you have the setting correct on your tradingview.com. So what you need to do is go to the settings section here and you need to go to the symbols. Make sure you're on the symbols tab. And then with the symbols tab, you need to go to sessions and make sure you're on extended. If you're not, my friends, you're only going to be on the regular trading hours and you're not going to be able to get that pre-market high, pre-market low data, which is so important. Okay. Now, this is another thing I want y'all to see. In order to make sure that you're able to actually see the candles clearly, you need to change the background. Okay. In the pre and post market hours, you need to have a color that is clear to see, but also something that you are not going to be distracted by. The key is the opaqueness of that color. Okay. Because you do not want it to be very dark. You see that? 100% no. I keep my opaqueness at 8. Right? It's like a highlighter. It's perfect. I don't have to worry about it, but I can actually see it. The next thing is going to be the post-market data. Once again, I picked another color like blue that I can see the difference, but the opaqueness is at 8. All right. Now, this is the beauty of understanding your charts and seeing and customizing it so you can understand and take and analyze the information from the charts here. All right. So I hope you were able to learn something new. This was a wonderful week of trading, staying in our systems, staying in our strategy. And if you ever want to actually trade with us live, we trade live every day, Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. When I say we, my husband and I, we trade live together. So if you ever want to trade with us live, hear our thought process, see our screen, all you have to do is comment the word trade down below. And we do have a futures division. So if you have to trade in the evening because of work, that's perfectly fine. We have a futures coach and the futures division trades live Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay. So just comment the word futures down below. If you have not yet done so, hit that subscribe button. Help me get this video to 1,000 likes. And until the next one, I hope you have a blessed day, a blessed week, a blessed month, and a blessed rest of the year. See you soon.